Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, here comes fireworks for sure. The Bolts, man, they got some big-time stats and have also got some big-time injury issues. They hope to have Austin Eckler back and becoming Austin Eckler of the past, which means run the ball, catch the ball, keep drives going, get some chunk plays. They don't have Corey Linsley, the center. This is a pretty significant loss here. There's a heart disorder, and I don't know whether it's an arrhythmia or maybe there was a blockage or maybe there was an infection, but they don't expect him back for a chunk of time. So that's troublesome because they got a journeyman backup as their backup center. And Justin Herbert got banged around in that Raider game, wound up fracturing his finger when he caught it on a face mask. Luckily, it's on his non-passing hand. They can tape it. And he's tough enough. He'll hang in there. Joey Bosa is not hardly practiced. There's a toe. There's a hamstring injury. And most of the other guys who've been busted up, this bye week probably came at the right time for them. Bolts are averaging 404 yards per game. They're going up and down the field because Justin Herbert makes plays, but their defense gives up yardage, 388 yards per game. The Chargers are 31st in total defense and 32nd in pass defense. Chunk plays, we are. Opposing quarterbacks, when they come to the line of scrimmage against the Chargers, have a quarterback rating of 98. 98. Wow. That's pretty bloody high. Dallas defense is phenomenal. 293 yards per game, 15 sacks, 11 takeaways. Number 2 in pass defense. So they're going to give Justin Herbert some real tough looks, and they are very fast on defense. Only thing that works against them right now is they got some people busted up last week. So they're down at least one cornerback. They lost their inside linebacker, Leighton Vander Esch. He's gone on IR with another neck injury. This will be a challenge to see if the backups can come in and continue to play the level they've played at defensively. But they are really athletic. I don't know what's going on with Dak Prescott. They don't have any down-the-field plays. Their wide receivers are not producing at all. And, of course, there's no Emmitt Smith. Tony Pollard can run the football, catch the football. It seems to be a lesser Cowboy offense than we've seen in the last chunk of years. They got CeeDee Lamb, and they got Michael Gallup, the kid from Colorado State, and they got the veteran Brandon Cooks, but they're just not hitting big plays down the field. And how about this? I mean, Dallas has now played 5 games on the season. Dak Prescott has only 5 touchdown passes, and he's got 4 interceptions already, a couple of fumbles, and 9 sacks. They're just not the same Dallas offensive team. So Justin Herbert versus a really good defense. Who knows who Dak Prescott is? But then again, he's playing a Chargers secondary, which has really been shabby. Response?
What do you think Kellen Moore's thinking through this whole thing? I mean, he's the former OC at Dallas. He's got a little inside intelligence on maybe what the Cowboys are going to run, right?
Oh, I'm sure he turned over his playbook and all that, although it might be different now with Mike McCarthy. But the reality is, we're the chunk plays that we thought we were going to get from Kellen Moore linking with Justin Herbert. We have not seen very many of that deep stuff down the field. Now, Keenan Allen's having a phenomenal statistical year. And even with the loss of Mike Williams, it does look as if Josh Palmer is stepping up and is going to be a really good wide receiver in his place. And they keep trying to work the number 1 pick, Quentin Johnston, in to make some big plays. He has a good catch here and there. Then he drops balls, and they're not counting on him very much. So fascinating game. And the most important thing on Sunday, somebody could be out of the playoffs by Sunday night. I mean, Dallas is sitting there with a couple of losses already, and the Chargers are only 2-2. So keep an eye on this one because somebody's going to get hurt by the time we get to dinner on Sunday night.
Are they playing in L.A. or in Jerry World?
SoFi
in L.A. Okay, this will be an interesting game. You know, there'll be a ton of Cowboy fans.
Oh,
there.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, we go from that game